Hi anybody, welcome to the channel, JaysBucket. I'm Jay. As always, my building buddy Jay is hanging out here with me whenever I'm building. And we have a very special video today. I am dressed up as brightly colored as I am in honor of one Larry. Larry was really close to our hearts. Here's our heart. Really close to our heart. We had to build Larry a few nights ago. I got a special package in the mail from Lifewiththecrazies. So this is another huge thank you to Lifewiththecrazies for sending this package in the mail to me. And what had happened that night is I did a surprise live build, and we opened this package, and inside was Creator 3-in-1 set number 31140. And inside that package there was a really awesome little Lego set. It was called Magical Unicorn. I should have had this all prepped, but I didn't. It was called Magical Unicorn. And inside that Creator 3-in-1 set, Magical Unicorn, there was an alternate build. His name was Larry. Unofficially, his name was Larry. So what I did is I said, you know what? The reason Lifewiththecrazies sent over this Lego set was for a completely different reason. It was for a seahorse that was, supposed to be put into my 3-in-1 Creator fish tank. And the idea was to, have a live build the set, and end off the live build with the seahorse. Well, what none of us would have known before this live build would have started is that I originally, and I have to apologize to Larry, I originally didn't think Larry was going to be that good of a build. So I said, you know what, I'm going to build this, whatever he was, peacock, duck, whatever Larry ended up being. And I said, you know what, we'll build him first because I don't think I'll like this build very much. And as I started building him, every piece that we built, Larry grew upon all of us in the chat. As we finished off the build, Larry needed a name. And normally that's something I would generally leave up to the chat and ask the chat, hey, what's this guy's name gonna be? But Larry popped in my head, and then Larry just kind of stuck, and Larry ended up becoming somewhat of a mascot, I would say, on JaysBucket here. And as we continued to build Larry, he became more awesome and awesome as he started to grow. And then, the time came upon us where Larry had to go. We had to dismantle Larry in order to continue the live build. So Larry sacrificed his bricks, and we ended up creating what then would become Skittles, the 3-in-1 Magical Unicorn. Shout out to Scott for Skittles. And then even Skittles found his day coming near to an end. And we had to then, dismantle Skittles. There's the face we all know and love. Once Skittles was dismantled, we then could continue on our build, and we could continue to build the seahorse. And the seahorse got his own name as well. He became Sunny. And after Sunny was built, I really enjoyed this set. This set was, I said it was a very underrated set. And I probably would have never bought this set if Life with the Crazies had never sent it over to the P.O. Box. And then, you know, Sunny the Seahorse ended up finding his home in my 3-in-1 fish tank. But a part of me was missing. A part of me knew that I wanted Larry back. And a part of me almost felt bad. I was like, do I break down Sunny the Seahorse, who was, you know, specially sent through the Canada Post mailing system in order to, you know, create Larry again? And I was thinking, and, you know, Mrs. Bucket had a birthday shortly. And I thought to myself, you know what? I have a few things left to go and get Mrs. Bucket for her birthday. So I left the place I call home. And I went out into the wilderness. I picked up a few groceries. I picked up a set of real flowers, not the Lego variant. And there he was, sitting on the shelf amongst all the other Lego. There was a Larry. A Larry was sitting there basically waiting for me to bring him home and build him. So I did just that. I bought Larry. I brought Larry home. And when I got home, this is the tough part. When I arrived back home, almost the first words out of Mrs. Bucket's mouth were, and I quote, "Did you buy Larry?" How was I supposed to answer that question? How was I supposed to honestly answer that question? Of course I bought Larry, I said. Of course I did. How couldn't I? The next words out of Mrs. Bucket's mouth were, "I'm about to cry." And I thought to myself, what could I have done that would warrant you to cry at this very moment? And she then told me her plans and how I had ruined them and how they would have been epic and amazing. She had purchased, while I was gone to the stores, she had purchased online another Larry. And while I was building her birthday flowers on stream tonight, she was going to build Larry. And she was going to interrupt the stream midstream and hand me a built Larry to see the expression that would have come upon my face. And I'll be quite honest, that would have been epic. That would have been really awesome. Unfortunately, instead of that, you guys get this video of me building Larry and telling you the story of how I ruined Mrs. Bucket's almost birthday by foiling her plans. Well, if you made it this far, I really appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good one. For a few of you, I'll see you in about an hour. For the rest of you, maybe I'll see you shortly because there'll be another live stream. Who knows? But just know that Larry lives. Woo!